Her eyes moistened, and her purple mascara smeared down her cheeks. "I feel lost." An ambulance siren screamed in the background as she opened her eyes. She sat on her bed in the hostel dorm and stared into the darkness. Lights flashed outside her window beside the bed, revealing all her books, laptop, table, and chair, all smattered askew. She had a poster of Led Zeppelin on her showcase wall. She picked up her phone, and its blue light splashed over her face, etched in despair. Her wallpaper showed the words, "Jenny and Sam forever." Upon seeing it, she felt a tremor take over her body. "No more," she yelled, quickly changing her wallpaper to black. Then she slammed herself off the bed and dashed from her room and out of the art school campus. She shuffled with her sneakers, with each step falling heavy one after the other. She rounded a corner, and instantly, a speck of neon spotlights illumined upon her. She bent to her side and saw streaks of orange, blue, and white light strip silhouetting sort of a strange structure. As a paradox to generic boxy buildings, she saw a system of assembled framework with vivacious graphics. On top, in bold white typeface, was written, "Grid." Fascinated, or maybe we should say love at first sight, and that's what was happening to her now. Something new. Something exciting. Jenny took out her phone, clicked a photo of the vibrant building in front of her and posted it on Instagram. "Wow, this place looks like it came out from Tetris." Popped a comment. Admiring its glitzy glow, she stepped up to the entrance, which led to a series of steps trailing down. Her dull night was now slowly turning luminous as she entered the retrofitted street beacon. She found herself at what's called the Social Stair, a community gathering space on the steps. Then she made her way down, slowly letting the vibe of the place seep in. After a beat, a trio of boys leapt out from a gym in the basement and began dancing. Her eyes gleamed, seeing happy faces and people having fun. Slowly, her mind began to unfurl from her trauma. She descended the stairs, sat on a step, and closed her eyes. She breathed in and out, inviting new vibes, and her lips curved into a smile. Jenny opened her eyes to a new world. With curiosity building inside her, she got up to explore the sassy-styled mall. Stepping in through the basement doors, the ambience altered to more neon lights juxtaposed with cool, funky graphics and directional signs. The mall embraced an animated liveliness all over the place. Smartphones flashing, cameras snapping, people grooving. Boy, oh boy, it was like a festival. Walking down further, she followed a stream of blue parallel lines on the floor and arrived at a central atrium with escalators that led to the following levels. Curiously, she noticed that people were staring at her. Instantly, it struck her, and she hastened to a washroom, smudging her mascara. She followed the signboards and arrived at the social washroom. Trailing along the corridor was a strange post-industrial type of machine in bright red, connected by cogwheels. Men and women were together, gathered around the circular wash, rooted in conversations, laughs and giggles, stumbling upon each other as if this was a social hangout zone. She took herself to the wash and timidly rubbed her hands. A guy came next to her and noticed her dripping mascara. "Hey, you okay?" "Oh. Yeah, I'm fine. Just getting over." I understand." "Let it go," he said, smiling and foaming his hands with soap. She gave a half-crescent smile and a shoulder nod, then splashed cold water over her face. "I'm Alex. It's nice to meet you." She smudged off the ombre mascara and wiped her face with her hands. "Hello Alex, I'm Jenny. It's lovely to meet you too." "A pleasure to meet you, Jenny." "Hey, I've got some things to catch up to." "I'll see you around," said Alex. Jenny felt refreshed. She came back to the atrium and took the escalators. Looking up, she saw an abstract painting high above on a wide wall, surreal and enchanting, exhibiting a sort of universe, something beyond, something biological, something chemical, or maybe a fun splash of vibrant colors. For a moment, Jenny felt like everything seemed to pass, as the world around her was letting things be. She could feel something changing inside her. "You are the artist of your life, and you hold the paintbrush." She stepped up to the terrace. To her surprise, it was not how she had imagined. "What is this place?" she asked herself. It was as if she had walked back in time to a world long gone by, or was it a costume party? A man with afro hair, dressed in a 70s-style bomber jacket and bell-bottom pants, sat on a stage, strumming a guitar in light tones as if waiting for the music to crank up. "Good evening, charming boys and pretty girls. How are you guys today?" said a voice through the speakers. "We're on," bellowed the crowd unanimously. "Then get ready to groove." And boom! The speakers jazzed to life, and more musicians assembled on the stage. The band was ready, and they began with a feisty bang. People gathered and vibed to the electric music. Jenny burst into the dancing crowd. On stage, she saw Alex. The lead singer welcomed her with twinkling eyes. That night, they grooved to a new beginning. That night, the glitz of the grid glimmered gloriously. Didn't you notice something sparkling in your eyes? I'm sure you did. Well, that's how it begins every time.